Hello, hello. I just wanted to show off County Crossing. It's pretty centrally located out in the east, so you never have a problem getting citizens in County Crossing. As you can see, I built a nice wall. And the concrete structure up there is a 100-watt power plant that I encased in concrete. A nice wall going. Little shopping area. Because they usually go shopping in the evenings. I put light over there, outdoor light. I got the water pump safe. And I have the space for a big house, but I just decided to use the house that they have and throw some sleeping bags in. I'm thinking about putting a garage door or something in this space to close it off. See? It's pretty well protected. I don't know where the guard is, but there's normally a guard up there watching. I thought I'd put some defenses up in the air on this corner because stuff seems to come down the road from this way. The Brahmin's too dumb to go around to one of the doors. He just stands there outside the gate. And the cool thing too is these missile launcher turrets have enough range that if the gun's on the top of the armory over there, or the National Guard place, start shooting me or one of my caravanners, they light them up. Because the borders have been extended out a little bit of where I can build, I'm able to clean up some of the cars that are in the way. I don't know if I can get that one or not. I think it's too far out. But most of them's out of the way. There goes my caravaner. See him. Show another property. Finch Farm just decided to totally scrap the building that they had and start over. They were unhappy for a little while because they had no beds or shelter, but it's worth it. Worth the dip that we took in happiness for a little while. Because well, you'll see. This one I think I chose not to wall it in. It's wide open. But there's the building I replaced their little shack with. scout areas, sleeping, are all good as far as like fitness and happiness and whatnot. I put a couple stores in here. Plenty of food, usually muty fruit. I did wall off that power plant just because it's for our water. I threw a couple stores up here. I still got plenty of space to build up here too, so I may do something eventually with it, but right now it's just some stores that are up safe and place for the Brahmin. How the Brahmin's gonna get up here on that staircase, I don't know, but I imagine he'll be wandering around confused for a while when he shows up, and then he'll just come in one day and the Brahmin will be in place. So there's that caravaner we saw leaving. Here's the one I'm the happiest with, and I didn't really build a thing. Well, I built something, but I didn't build any buildings like I did in Sanctuary. You should see Sanctuary. it's all stacked up, but and so is Red Rocket. But if you extend with the building borders beyond the normal, you can do a lot with it. I'll show you here in a second. I'll try to not look that way. See, just in here is just the normal stuff. I got a water plant in. Stairs up to the roof. I think most people put a stairs up to the roof. I patched the fence everywhere. It's all closed up, so they can't get through. Bad guys can't, but you know, the good guys still can. I think you've seen it already. Yeah, you'll notice the little driving range there, the dual level. It's for driving, for golf driving. If you notice right there in the corner where the dot is, I get a chair and an emergency beacon, because that whole thing's a guard post now. We got a couple places for traveling caravans to stop. Some chairs and kind of a checkpoint there. I got a truck back there that they can work on. Outdoor lighting. Oh. There's where my Brahmin go. The former playground. It's now a Brahmin pin. Some seats. Bar, general store. Some exercise and seating. Another statue. Outhouses. They're right by the water. And a clinic. Lots more seating. And this is where the majority of my sleeping arrangements are. You see any of the fire freaks that respawn, because I've already killed them all, but if any of them respawn, they've got, well, nasty defenses to get through before they get down the street to my outdoor areas. Not to mention there's a guard up there with an emergency beacon, and if something does get into this area and doesn't get taken care of by my guns up there, there's a guard up there watching. He's already up there, actually. I'll show you. See? He's a watching.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, she's watching. For some reason I'm having a glitch where I can't get caravanners to go back and forth from the boathouse to County Crossing. I've tried sending one this way to the boathouse and from the boathouse back this way. Neither way will they seem to go. So, don't know what that is or what I'm going to do about it, but I got to connect the main line with the new easterly line somehow. Probably after I go get Preston and he sends me to Tenpennies. Tenpennies will probably connect to Green Top, hopefully anyways. It's right across the way from there, so it would make sense. Ah, there you go. Hey. This is my little repair shack. Little workshop shack. In Sanctuary. This is my greenhouse. That's not submuty fruit. Like, probably one of the most muty fruit you ever seen planted, actually. I got a barn with a ramen in it. A couple more of those posts for traders to rest at. There's my building, my main building. That's a bunkhouse. See people going upstairs on the second floor. I'll show you the bunkhouse in a moment, but I want to show you this building first. I originally created this building with the idea that I was going to make it into some kind of high-end store with just one floor. Ah! You can see it's very tall with a glass roof, but it's only one floor. I was going to put in stores and decorate the place. I just haven't got to it, and in the meantime I threw a few basic stores in the okay. Anyways, I threw some stores in the bunkhouse in the meantime. And then I thought I really don't need to build them in the other place if I got all these, but we'll wait and see if I can get the population going a little bit crazy, like I had before. And in that situation, I'll be able to put more stores in and, you know, account for that. I just realized that thing's in the way of the door.
Only thing better than getting pissed is picking fights. Am I right?
I'm gonna store some stuff up here, make it like a little museum or display area. I thought I might make this into something for me. Where the bathroom is. Two toilets for all them people. Well, I mean, unless you're a guy.
Not saying I don't like it. Just thought I'd let it be.
Here we are at the top floor. This is where the people sleep. In Institute med bays. Beds. And they also exercise up here. And, you know, chill.
Yeah.
Nope. I just started the thing and I just went to town. I just made a beeline and started collecting settlements. So we got 14 people. I get one more. I'll go save Preston and then I won't do that until there's 15, so I can get an automatic 20. But you know how dumb the Brahmin are. The whole place, pretty much, from one side to the other, is covered in spike traps. Sometimes the Brahmin would rather walk across the spike trap than use the gate. See where the spikes are up over there? That's where the Brahmin was stuck for a little while. He'd try to walk across, he'd get spiked, he'd try to go back, he'd get spiked. I'm surprised he didn't get killed actually, because he was definitely in line for it. I built this great big building behind Red Rocket because I know Red Rocket has, when you extend the borders, Red Rocket has one of the biggest border extensions in any of the settlements. This building's actually, the back wall is pretty much sitting on the back border. I was lucky to get the back walls in because I built right on the line. But then I started looking, and the border, after the border extension, there's a great big place across the street that I can build in now. Like, I cleaned all that up. If you remember, that's mostly like wooded area and you know, down trees, all kinds of nasty looking bushes. I cleaned it up so that my guns and my guards could see over there a lot easier. And if a gun happened to go off, it wouldn't get stopped by, you know, a dumb piece of wood or something. But I might build something over here. I don't know yet. I think the gigantic building that's behind the Red Rocket building probably has it covered. But it would be neat to come up the street there and see two big buildings side by side right here. Well, not side by side, but you can see my border is quite a ways back. Haven't got the warning yet. There it is. Okay, so it's about here somewhere. Yeah. That's a lot of space to build a building. It's all uneven as hell. It's a hill, a dip, a hill, a dip, another dip over there, straight down the side of it. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to lay a nice level foundation to build a house over here, but yeah, after some messing around with it, I'm sure it can be done. I do it at Abernathy all the time, and that's pretty much it's not up and down all over the place like this, but you know, it's straight downhill. So let's take a quick look at Red Rocket. I put the plants up on the roof so that the food would be safe. I'm building an indoor terrarium in here too, an indoor like flower area. I got some of the earth to come in the corner here, and I'm gonna press a fence up against it so it looks like it's, you know, kind of on purpose, and put some flowers in the earth. This is the exercise room. I started the gym. I started doing it, and then I moved on. I gave them the basics, and I moved on. I'll come back. I've got the stuff for like treadmills and a boxing arena, some other stuff that I can put in here. Maybe some benches and lockers. This was originally going to be the floor that I put their beds on. See a tree coming through. I couldn't get rid of it, but but this is where I was going to put it. That's why the floor looks like it does. But I got to building and I decided, I can go another floor. So I made it just a guard post. There's a guard post over there. There's one right there. And yeah, there. One right there. And I put their beds up here. Some bunk beds over there. Some modern singles. Some storage. I love it. Nice place for him to hang out. Yeah, there's also like every workstation you could ever want up here too. Pretty much. Except for the power armor one, which I don't really care about because I don't use power armor. So, you know. I really like the windows encased with the two, you know, two areas that you can't see. It makes it look like there's two big windows. You can look out and see Concord. You can see I didn't do a whole lot with the place here. I did sink a clinics in so I could use that window as a clinic store. And I made the bar that's in here into an actual bar.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Alright. You open for business or what? Damn. I'll take your telephone. I wanted to keep this place kind of original. Except for that, you know. I usually put an outhouse or a bathroom. This place has both. I mean, they gotta go. They're eating, they're working, they're sleeping. It only figures that they would go once in a while. And they have a couple options. They have that really nice bathroom inside. And when they're out here working, they have the outhouse. So. I walled in Starlight as well. But we're not going to go to Starlight. I walled it in with junk wall and concrete wall. So it looks nice. I was going to end the video, but we'll run over to Abernathy real quick. By the way, get down, cows. Okay. I'm fine. One of my first builds with this character. I pretty much didn't use the main building. That's kind of a kick that I'm on right now. If they provide a building, I don't use their building most of the time. Not for the main purposes anyways. I build my own building and use their building for some sort of utility purpose. There it is. I'll show you what I use their building for. I turned it into a giant bathroom. It's got toilets and showers everywhere. So, it's a great big outhouse, basically, with a little waiting area, just in case, and a laundry area. Just in case, you know, you don't have to go, or, you know, all the places to go are taken. In my power plant, encased in concrete and safe. I put some trees up out back. Here, that's what this place has always been missing. My water and the power that pumps it is safe. Because I know this place gets attacked quite a bit. I usually pull out the taters and everything and just plant beauty fruit, but yeah, I just put in more taters this time because I had a bunch. So I just increased their taters and now why are there guns inside the building? Well, because even though I've got missile launchers and all kinds of stuff, a raider was still able to get past all the guns that I had and get in this door. So after that happened, I built that post, and I put a line of guns inside. So I no longer have to worry about this place. And it's nice seeing the green outside the window. I still have a lot of unused space in this one for storage. Store right here. Stores. Plenty of them. They have a nice view while they're shopping. Little vista. It's a sleeping area. I don't know if you noticed, but the areas are getting smaller as we go up. So we get to the glass house on top. You sleep up here, you're getting up early. Because you're gonna be baking in no time. It's nice though to be up here and be able to look around and see to actually see the land and the area around Abernathy and what it looks like. You know. That's wicked shipping over there. Hey, I see you guys. You can see it's taller than the original building. I'm gonna build a new building. I always try to make a bigger one than they originally had.
You should have seen. We cut those raiders to pieces. I doubt they'll be back.
Well, if they are, I guess we'll do it again. Little clock. Well, you use lots of missile launchers. There you go. Have a seat. That's nice. But, yeah. That's pretty much it. There's no front on that desk. I didn't realize that before. Your balls are showing. No.
Yeah. Raiders thought we were.
So you can see it goes downhill here. So to build a big building like this, you have to spend a little bit of time building a foundation that will be level. And I thought, well, the land is kind of slanted, so after I level it out, I'm going to slant the building.
Huh?
You know, she could use one of those emergency beacons to let people know there's something down here. I need to make sure I do that. I was going to come all the way out here, but then I thought I'd leave this lip so I could put guns on it. Lots of guns. Those don't require power. The ones up on top that you can't see require power, but those don't. And I make plenty of water in the back, but I still put pumps in, just as a backup. I like to make my settlements as self-sufficient as possible, so that, not just so they can survive on their own, but so that if they get attacked, I don't necessarily have to come and help them out. Usually I set them up to where they're so badass that it'll tell me to come and help defend them, and then a few minutes later it'll tell me I did it successfully, even though I didn't go. And that's because they're self-sufficient, like I want them to be, where they don't actually need me to fight off raiders or whatever the hell else shows up. Just as a note, just a side note, that is a Fat Man turret. And it's being powered with 2 batteries. So if all the guns and everything else don't stop them, you know, maybe the Fat Man will. Or, you know, maybe it'll help stop them. If you'd like to see it, I'll show it to you. It's all the way at the damn end. I got these little ones, but I can't seem to get those things to work anymore. I have a turret mod so that I can have some different turrets. Cryo missile turret, dirty missile, incendiary, plasma missile. That one fucks some people up. Pulse missile, that one's new. I didn't see that one before. Shrapnel missile. And the Fat Man turret. Yes, that's right. It says a defensive 20. I made the mistake of lining a place up, lining a whole edge of a place up with these things one time. Yeah, that's a mistake. Shit hits the fan, they throw the little siren, my citizens go running to try and stop them or help. And then that whole side of the country blows up. Just explosions everywhere. So many explosions that sometimes it works its way back and takes out some of the turrets themselves. Because one Fat Man is pretty badass. 10, 15, 20 of them. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, you get explosions like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, I'll show you. He didn't know I'm here. Hey, hello. Now he knows. Yep. He's dead. Hey, free duct tape. Well, that's some of my settlements I've been working on. Hope you liked them. I have a lot more ambitious plans for some of them, and you can see I have shit tons of decorating to do. And this isn't even the only character I'm running right now, but this is the one I'm using today. And yeah, I've still got a few settlements to claim. When I get one more person and get 15 in Sanctuary, I'll be going to get Preston and his party, excuse me, because I don't go get them until I get 15 in Sanctuary. I don't care what's going on. And I'll be doing it the Minutemen way, probably, because I'm a simp. You see my eyes glow when I turned it. I can take my face off. Get outside the border. It's hard to get the camera to turn. Keeps wanting to open the build list. Yeah, that's my dude. I haven't made too many dudes. Most of my characters are chicks, but I figured he's half robot. He's a simp, so yeah, I'll make a dude. And he's got an Institute issue Pit Boy. And spray and pray. and a whole list of other guns, but I mostly just use spray and pray. There's nothing that you can't kill with this gun. I did another video on that. So you can check that out if you want. But I'm off to probably Concord, and then I'll go get Preston, and figure out how I'm gonna get these four connected into the main line if nobody will go back and forth. Oh, another little tip I might give: if you have it within your capabilities, go get the castle like right away. Get it before you go get Preston or anything else. Just go ahead and get it and set it up, power it up. That way when the time comes for Preston and you to retake the castle, all you gotta do is meet there. You meet there, and then him being there and the announcer guy being there will actually up your population a little bit. It'll speed up your population a little bit, and if you've already got a population going, well, more the better. And if you're gonna do this the Minuteman way, you need that thing to start early so that you can get your population up for the big fight that you're gonna have at the fort. And I'm going to be. And you thought some of my other places were lined with missile launchers. No. The castle is overpowered with just wall-to-wall guns, missile launchers, the occasional Fat Man launcher. I've got the walls sealed up, and I put an extra layer of walls on the inside so that if something like slips into the wall or something, because they do this weird thing once in a while when you're fighting at the castle, the enemies will come through the area that used to be open as if you never patched it, like they forgot that you closed it up. You know. So I put an extra concrete wall on the inside on a couple of them, right in the middle, just all the way across, so that it's pretty clear to them that you can't slip through there. There's too much concrete. And also, I suggest you make a concrete block and set it by the front door in the castle. One of those blocks you use for foundation in the wood set, it's mostly concrete and it's got like a little wood top. I would just make one and set it on the ground next to the door, so that when the final fight with the Institute, well, not the final fight, but the fight with the Institute at the fort, when you're doing it the Minuteman way, when that fight's about to start and they announce that the Institute's attacking, you can open your build list, grab that cube, and block the front door so they can't come in that way. Any synths that actually get in through transport are going to be on their fucking own, because they're not going to get any reinforcements from outside, because you got the door blocked off. Any that transport in are fucking dead. Yeah. So that's a little tip.